Capuchin TV.
And forward ever, backward never. So move ahead. Ahead, ahead.
Endelea kutazama Capuchin TV. Kitambulisho Katoliki. Enjoy this conversation with me, Maureen Kimani, every Friday from 9 a.m. on our Health Corner show here at Capuchin TV. Your health is your wealth.
And our everyday lives. I am Susan Bulemi, sitting in for Maureen Kimani, and on today's show our topic of discussion is dental health, and we'll be discussing about the various dental habits that we should have so that we can improve our oral hygiene. And of course, here in studio we do have a wonderful guest who will help shed more light on that, and she will help us learn more on what we are supposed to do and what we are not supposed to do when it comes to matters concerning our oral health or oral hygiene. And remember, our dear viewer, if you'd like to participate on today's show, you can always send us an SMS via our SMS number 21760, or also leave us a comment on all our social media handles and your message will be delivered. Now, without further ado, I'd like to give my guest the opportunity to introduce herself to you, our viewer. Karibu sana.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rose Kinya. I work at St. Mary Mission Hospital, Nairobi. I'm a community oral health officer. I'm so delighted this morning to be here so that we can learn about dental habits, so that we can have a beautiful smile at any age, even from childhood to old age. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, Rose, and we are glad to have you here today. And if we could just get straight into today's conversation before we even get to maybe the different habits people are supposed to have. First and foremost, maybe you could tell our viewer why is oral health or dental health important to our overall body health?
So oral health is very important to our body. Sometimes when you have dental issues, infections, you can have also systemic diseases. Even those people who have diabetes, their gums might get inflammation. You might get respiratory infections like pneumonia. You can get heart diseases. All those are all from if you have poor oral hygiene. Yeah.
And Baby Rose, you could tell us, for one to have proper dental health or rather oral hygiene, what are some of the basic daily habits they should try and follow or maintain?
First of all, the most common to all people is brushing. We start with brushing. How many times a day do I have to brush my teeth? I see many people when they come to the clinic and I ask them, how many times do you brush your teeth? They tell me in the morning. Why do you brush in the morning? Some because they want to have a beautiful smile, you will not have a bad breath. But as in dentistry, we say brush in the morning to keep your friends. Brush in the night to keep your teeth. So it's brush at least twice a day, in the morning and before going to bed. Another issue is flossing, which many people skip. Many people don't do flossing. Like here I have these are the dental floss. These are the floss picks. We also have water flossers. We also have string floss. So it's good. This flossing is like a sidekick to the main oral health. You have to do flossing before doing your normal brushing. In the morning you first brush, you first floss, then you brush. You get?
Yeah.
You first use the dental floss, then you brush. Because when you do the normal brushing, sometimes you don't get in between your teeth. There is food, there is break in between your tooth. So the dental floss, it helps you to get in between your teeth and remove the break and the food particles, hence giving you a free gum infection. You will not have gingivitis, which may escalate to periodontal disease, which may go to tooth loss. Yeah. Another thing is use of mouthwash. So sometimes people think when I use mouthwash, it's just for fresh breath.
Yeah.
No, it also helps in having a healthy mouth. Yeah, so at least use mouthwash 3 times a week, and you also have a good oral hygiene. Another thing is avoiding the sugary things, like the chocolate, honey. So those things, the yogurt, flavored yogurt. You see many people giving like children flavored chocolates, yogurts. So you have to avoid as much as possible the sugary things, sodas. Sometimes thirst is mistaken to hunger. Yeah. You can be having thirst. Now you crave for soda, but now replace that with water, hydrating yourself every day. When you have water, you not have thirst for taking sodas. So you avoid teeth cavities. Yeah, those things.
And you've mentioned that people should at least try to brush twice a day. How about flossing? Is it the same case?
Yeah. Yeah, in the morning you floss, then you brush. Yeah.
And okay, let's get into maybe some of the different oral health, or rather different problems that people have when it comes to their oral health. What are some of them?
The most common is teeth cavities, dental caries is the most common. Now many people don't come for checkup early enough. You have a small cavity in the enamel. There we just do the normal filling. But many people wait until they have toothache. Daktari, sasa jino yangu inauma. At that point, we are not just going to do a filling. We are going to do a root canal, which one is very expensive, time consuming, because you have to come to the clinic like 3 times, 3 appointments. Yeah, but now early dental checkup, we are going to pick those small things like cavities. Yeah, dental caries is the most common. Then number 2 is gingivitis, gum inflammation. Sometimes when the patients come, they complain of my gums are bleeding when I brush. So it's good to have a dental checkup every 6 months, so that you can do cleaning. That we call it scaling and polishing. That is professional teeth cleaning, which is done once a year. We have periodontal disease. That is now severe gum disease. We have mobile teeth, but now that one is far much gone. Maybe you are not you are not brushing your teeth, you are not going for checkup. Yeah, those are the most common problems in the clinic. And
okay, there are usually times that you find one would say, I'm having tooth sensitivity. What is usually caused by that?
Sometimes tooth sensitivity to cold or hot things, it depends. Sometimes you may have a tooth cavity, as you have talked about dental caries. You have not come for checkup. Now the cavity has gone deeper to the dentine. Now it's going further to the pulp. You have sensitivity. Number 2 is gum recession, which is caused. Now you see, now this is your gum line. Now you have gum recession. Your gum will go up to here, which is caused by how you brush your teeth. You know, some people brush in the like this horizontal, front and back with hand brush. You know, some people say that when I use hand brush, my teeth now are getting clean. But no, you should use like this one. This is a soft brush. When you feel them bristles, they are a bit soft. So when you are brushing, don't brush like this. This one will cause gum recession. You brush in a circular motion or up and down. So that one is a gum recession, which will also cause sensitivity. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's actually very important that you've talked about that, because there are many people who don't know that you're supposed to brush your teeth in a
circular motion, or up and down. Yeah.
Okay. And also, let's talk about children. There was a time I came across a certain video online, and the person was talking about how kids should not use a lot of fluoride on their teeth. So maybe at what age is it proper for children to start, getting their teeth brushed, and also at what age should they start going for dental checkups?
Children should start brushing their teeth as soon as the first tooth elapsed in the mouth. Yeah, that's the ideal. They should also start dental checkup at an early age, so that those children can get used. Dental procedures, sometimes they are very scary. When the kids come, they are very scared. So we first start with checkup. You bring them to the clinic, we show them this is the dental chair, everything. We do prophylaxis for them. Just prophylaxis. That one is not invasive. There is no injection. It will be comfortable. It's like brushing your teeth. We have the paste. We just do prophylaxis. So the next visit, they will not fear. Then you show them everything. So the first thing is, as the first tooth erupts in the mouth, that is when you should start brushing. And the smaller kids, the ones who have not also erupted, you use a clean cloth. You wipe their gums. Yeah, you should not leave them like that. You should wipe their gums with a clean towel. Yeah.
Okay. And also you talked about using the mouthwash, and you said 3 times?
At least 3 times
a week. Also, is there maybe a side effect if you use it daily?
Yeah, maybe it is. Sometimes it can cause discoloration of your teeth. Yeah. And also the kids, when you are brushing them, you have to know which toothpaste you are using. Like us in adults, we use this one. So you see, this one has fluoride. It's a fluoride toothpaste. For us, it helps in the mineralization of the enamel. It makes our teeth strong. But now the kids, their teeth are forming. So this fluoride, it will have an impact. Later, you will realize that your kid has chalked teeth, brown teeth. Like we call it fluorosis. You are like, where did my child get this? You are using a fluoride toothpaste. So there is the toothpaste for kids, 0 to 3 years, 3 years to 6 years. They are in the supermarkets. They are not even expensive. I think it's 160 shillings. And when you are putting for the kids, a pea-sized toothpaste, not much.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And also, let's talk about dieting. Okay, you mentioned that taking sweet things, sometimes sugary things is not good. Apart from that, is there maybe anything else that people should avoid, or rather not maybe 100% avoid, but should be careful on what they take in order to have a proper oral hygiene?
Yeah, it's about those sugary candies. Yeah, so on the diet, also you should eat healthy diet so that you can have a healthy mouth. Like the sweets, we replace them with fruits. You can be chewing the apples, those fruits. Also, you take a lot of vegetables. Those ones will also have, you will have healthy gums, healthy mouth. Yeah.
And one might ask, how should they maintain their healthy smile even as they get older?
It's the basics. You know, oral health starts from you, not even from the doctor. At home, your routine daily habits, which will have an impact on which will protect your gums, your teeth, to avoid problems down the line. the ones we have talked about, brushing twice a day, flossing, hydrating every day. You know, some people don't believe that water is also important in the mouth. It's very important.
Yeah.
To avoid dry mouth. So, you know, when you have dry mouth, you also get cavities. Gums will also have problems. Those, no more brushing. We have talked about brushing twice a day, flossing, hydrating, going for a checkup every 6 months. Yeah, if you, also when you go to the clinic, you have cavities, you'll be done fillings. Yeah, those things.
And we have situations where people have to have their teeth, they have to go and get braces on their teeth. Why do they do it?
Braces is caused by, we call it malocclusion. You don't have proper alignment of your teeth. Maybe it was caused by you have a small jaw. Yeah, so your teeth are crowded. They are not aligned properly. So we do braces to align them. Then you have a beautiful smile. Yeah.
And how can they take care of their teeth while they have the braces on? Is it like, do they have a different way of doing it, or it's just the same as even when you do not have braces on?
But now you use the soft brush. You do the brushing, and when they, you know, when you are done braces, you have to come for review maybe after 2 months. There we also do prophylaxis for them every, maybe when they come to the clinic. Yeah, to avoid cavities.
Okay, and every part of the body, or rather when it comes to hygiene, be it dental or also just generally the body hygiene, there are usually different myths and misconceptions from people in the community. Maybe what are some of the myths that you've come across that people should know that they actually don't exist?
Like it may be in pregnancy. People, they believe that they cannot be done any dental procedure when they are pregnant. That's one a myth. So you meet a mother who is expectant, has a toothache. She is not coming for checkup. Mimi sitaenda kwa meno, sitang'olewa meno because I'm pregnant. Later that tooth develops an infection, abscess. You may end up getting even what we call root wings. Infections start spreading, which is life-threatening. So pregnant mothers, they should come for checkup. They should not fear. So dental procedures are also friendly to pregnant mothers. It should also be done cleaning. You know, when you are pregnant, your hormones change. You may get gum infection, so they need checkup. Another myth is, which one? No? I think that one is the most common.
And also, there are usually situations where you hear people saying probably their teeth got discolored, or rather they have this probably yellow stains or brown stains, and sometimes people say it's caused by water. Maybe the water you consume. Is it actually happens?
But first you have to examine. You see if the stain is from coffee, tea. There are those from that, but if it's from water, like those areas where we have fluoride, a lot of high fluoride levels in the water, like the water from the borehole. Those people are using water from the borehole. Sometimes they get fluorosis. So the children below 6 or 8 years, they should not use that water to brush their teeth, because that's the time their teeth are developing. You get? So later you realize my kid has brown teeth. You should avoid the borehole water, or use the, normally we recommend fluoridated water to avoid those. It happens mostly in children, but adults, you are a bit safe. So children below 6 or 8 years, avoid the borehole water.
And okay, for the children, we know that they have to grow the milk teeth, and then at some point they'll have to shed, and then the teeth will grow again. So if probably previously, if the milk teeth had the different dental health issues, while they grow now they are, how should I call them? But when the teeth grow again, will they have issues, or now will they be in a better condition?
No, those kids with fluorosis, they are more prone to cavities. And also their teeth, they mostly chip off. You get chipped teeth. So those kids, they need checkup. Sometimes we do procedures to them, like masking. Those with severe fluorosis. You know, there's mild, moderate, and severe fluorosis. We do masking, and when they reach at 18 years, you can do veneers or crowns, to protect their teeth.
And okay, you've talked about veneers, and probably there's someone who is watching and they do not understand. Maybe if you could explain to them.
Yeah, veneers is, for example, now you have the brown teeth, you are under trauma. Even the adults. Now, let's talk of an adult. You fell down, you traumatized your tooth, you will get discoloration if you didn't go for a checkup. Now you are worried about the discolored tooth. You can do a crown or a veneer. Or now we talk of the fluorosis. At 18 years and above, we do veneers. The veneers, they cover the front surface of the tooth. Like this, the front here. Only this surface, those are veneers. Now the crown will cover the entire tooth. That's the difference.
Okay. And St. Mary's Mission Hospital, what are maybe some of the services that they offer when it comes to dental or oral hygiene?
Okay, at St. Mary's Hospital, we open from Monday to Friday. We have a full-time dentist all the days, Monday to Friday. We have 2 oromaxillofacial surgeons. So in the dental department, we do all dental procedures, from tooth filling, cleaning, root canal, those crowns, veneers, implants. We also do teeth replacement, dentures, crowns and bridge, scaling, talk of any dental procedures, because we have all the doctors in place, from the dentist to the oromaxillofacial surgeons.
Oh wow, wonderful. And also, while people are brushing their teeth, people should actually know it's also important to brush your tongue, right? Why is it important?
You know, the tongue also wants bacteria, normally. So after you brush your teeth, you should also brush your tongue, or use something we call a tongue scrubber. There's, I don't know, I didn't come with it, so something to scrub off. But don't do so vigorously.
Oh, wow.
You can go to the supermarket, look for a tongue scrubber. It will help. It helps in removing bacteria from your tongue. Because now when you fail to brush your tongue, you also get bad breath.
Okay. Probably at this point we should probably take a short break, our dear viewer, and while we return, we'll still be focusing on the dental health habits that people should try and adapt in order to have a better oral hygiene. But until then, before we turn to the second segment, do not touch that dial and stay tuned.
Enjoy this conversation with me, Maureen Kimani, every Friday from 9 a.m. on our Health Corner show here at Capuchin TV. Your health is your wealth.
I'm Father Francis Kiarie, Education Secretary of the Archdiocese of Nairobi. And this week, as an office, we are very busy preparing Catholic Education Walk, which will take place on Saturday 16th in 8 walk routes. And this is the usual walk that we carry out every year in the month of May. And our walk is always guided by the Education Office theme. And this year's Education Office theme is Catholic Education, Forming Leaders and Builders of Peace, guided by Christ. And this we borrow from Gospel St. Luke, chapter 2, verse 13 to 14.
You may ask yourself, why do we walk? Why this walk? We have more than 10,000 learners who walk accompanied by their teachers and other stakeholders, including the clergy and the religious. And basically we walk because of 2 major reasons. One being to raise the awareness of Catholic education. Catholic education forms the whole person, is holistic, and this awareness needs to be brought forth to the society and to all, and to show that the Church continues to work towards fulfilling its mandate of evangelization in Catholic education.
As we plan to carry out the education walk this year, we are continuing to remind the stakeholders of Catholic education that they continue to ensure there is formation of leaders at all the levels, so that these leaders may continue building peace, which is much needed, and Christ to remain our guide.
2, the why we walk is to raise funds. Of course, there are so much that goes before the walk itself, especially in raising funds. These funds are meant to cater for the Education Office programs and activities. And one of the programs is scholarship to needy students in our Catholic-sponsored schools. We already sponsor more than 400 learners in various schools that we sponsor. And therefore, this has to raise funds again to assist those who may be less fortunate in our society and their schooling in our schools.
This year's walk is targeting to raise about 35 million. And mainly, this money continue to support Catholic education activities, and basically to continue ensuring that we support the needy learners in the community. The walk routes that are designated this year, which are 8, are distributed within the Archdiocese of Nairobi, within the 2 counties of Kiambu and Nairobi, and the aim is to ensure that learners do not travel very far to participate at the walk. We have 3 walk routes in Nairobi County, and the first walk route is at Queen of Apostles Seminary, where the walk will start and end there. The second walk route in Nairobi will be starting and ending at Aquinas High School in Eastlands. The third walk route in Nairobi will be starting and ending at St. Mary's School, Musongari. In Kiambu County, we have 5 walk routes. The first walk route will start at St. Matthias Mulumba Thika, and it shall end at the St. Peter the Lock Catholic Church in Thika town. The second walk route will be starting at St. Joseph Catholic Parish, Kiganjo, and it will be ending at Uganda Matters Catholic Church in Gatundu. The third walk route will be in Kiambu town. Particularly, it will start at St. Peter and Paul Catholic School, and it will end in the same location. The fourth walk route will be starting at Githega Catholic Church, that is St. John Catholic Church, Githega, and it will be ending at St. Joseph High School, Githunguri. The fifth walk route will be taking place at Limuru Loreto High School, where it will start and end.
that is why we invite you to join us in this noble endeavor to promote Catholic education, to raise funds, to support programs which include scholarship and many other programs that support Catholic education. So you are most welcome on Saturday 16th in the routes that have been mentioned, so that you can join us, and in any other education event that is there, please support it so that we can support the Catholic education which forms the whole person.
We are very grateful to God for the continued support that we continue receiving from many people, especially the learners, the parents, the teachers, and more so, people of God of goodwill. We invite all people to come and walk with us in order for us to realize the dream. In a very special way, we recognize the support given by our shepherds, especially the most Reverend Philip Anyolo, who has always guided us and who is the one leading in this, in ensuring that this work takes place and is effective and efficient, followed by Right Reverend David Kamau, the Auxiliary Bishop of Nairobi, who has always supported this cause, and also Bishop Obendi, the Auxiliary Bishop of Nairobi, who continue to support us with guidance and prayer. We are very hopeful the work will be successful, and we are looking forward to more support from people in order for us to continue doing the work of evangelization. Thank you.
Enjoy this conversation with me, Maureen Kimani, every Friday from 9 a.m. on our Health Corner show here at Capuchin TV. Your health. Enjoy this conversation with me, Maureen Kimani, every Friday from 9 a.m. on our Health Corner show here at Capuchin TV. Your health is your wealth.
Well, hello, our dear viewer, and welcome back to the health show. And of course, on the first segment, we were just having a general discussion on dental health. And of course, I do have Rose Kenya, who is a community oral health officer from St. Mary's Mission Hospital, and she has helped us know of the different habits that people have and the different dental health conditions that are out there. And she has also emphasized on how people should at least try and go for dental checkups at least twice a year, that is every 6 months. And of course, we took a very short break, and we are right back. And to continue with the conversation, Rose, earlier you mentioned that people should at least try and brush their teeth twice a day. How long should one take while brushing their teeth?
First of all, you identify the toothpaste you are going to use. We said fluoride toothpaste. Yeah. Because the fluoride helps makes the enamel stronger, protects your teeth. Yeah. Now after that, the type of toothbrush. There is soft and medium. We have said you use a soft bristled toothbrush. So when you are brushing, you take your time, 2 full minutes. Yeah. So, and when you are brushing, you have to concentrate on all the surfaces. The inner surfaces, the outer surfaces, and the chewing surfaces. You get? Now also you have said, when you are brushing, you brush in a circular, gently. Always be gentle. Usikue tu murafu kwa meno yako. Don't use a lot of force. Because people think when I brush so hard and I use a hand brush, that is when my teeth are becoming clean, which is not true. Use a soft bristled toothbrush, circular motion, gently, and up and down, 2 full minutes. Yeah.
Okay, and also let's talk about some of the bad dental habits that people have. Maybe talk to us about some of these habits.
So the most common, not brushing your teeth before bedtime. Many people don't brush their teeth in the evening. I don't know the reason, maybe they don't have the knowledge. So that one is the first thing. You should brush your teeth twice a day, in the morning and before bed. Another habit which is more common is using your teeth as tools. Meno yako unatumia kufungua sonda. Hiyo ndio nimeona sana in the ceremonies. So from there you get broken teeth. When you are trying to use your tooth as a tool, you know it's not that strong. So you get a broken tooth. Now you have to come to the dental clinic. Daktari, what do I do? Now I have to tell you have to do a filling. You see now the costs. Yeah. Another one is nail biting. Tumia meno ku chew. Another one is chewing on ice. But when you wanna chew ice, I don't know why. But you might get sensitivity. Yeah. Those are some of the habits. And another one is grinding. I don't know, maybe sometimes it happens as an habit or stress. You are stressed, uko tu, unagrind meno yako. So the enamel will wear off. You get erosion, now sensitivity. Now you have to come to the clinic, we have to start doing fillings. Yeah, those are some of the habits they have to break. Yeah.
And okay, how can they break it? Because for some people they now do it even like they do not want to do it, but they just find themselves doing it.
For me, I would say you pay attention. Maybe you pay attention to your mouth. If you feel something off, you can now tell. And if you are grinding your teeth, you have a partner. Like grinding of teeth, it happens mostly at night. Sometimes you cannot tell, but your spouse or someone can be able to tell you are grinding your teeth. And if you notice that, you come to the dental clinic for a checkup. Sometimes we put the night guard to prevent like grinding. Like also in sports, the ones who do sports, you should protect yourself.
And while you were talking about the toothpaste that people should use, you mentioned it should have fluoride. What about mouthwash?
So in mouthwash, you have to get a alcohol-free mouthwash and a fluoride-free mouthwash. Yeah. Now the choice depends on you, but you have to get one which is alcohol-free. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And also, before we went on that break, I had asked our viewers to participate, and we do have viewers who actually have questions for you. And we have one who asks, is it advised to use borehole water for brushing teeth?
No, it's not advisable, especially the kids. 8 years below, 6 years and below, they will get fluorosis because of high fluoride content in the water. So those, especially kids, you avoid as much as you can. Even not as much, you avoid completely because definitely you'll have fluorosis, which is now those kids may get watakuwa shule, they will not have confidence, and also doing those dental procedures for fluorosis is expensive. Like crowns 25,000 and above, veneers 25,000 and above per tooth. You see now it's expensive. Masking, when you do masking for the kids, they have to come for checkup every 6 months. So as much you avoid water, especially for the kids. Yeah.
Okay, as you've heard, our dear viewer, it is not advisable to use borehole water, especially for the children. And also we have someone who also asks, is it also advised to polish your teeth to white?
Yeah, some come for whitening. We call it whitening. It depends. I had someone asking me, Daktari, does whitening cause sensitivity? Let me say yes or no. Yeah, so it depends. After you have gone for a checkup, it depends on your dentist or your oral health officer what he or she has recommended.
Okay, and also we have another viewer who asks, if my kids have brown teeth, what can I do about it?
So in children below 18 years, we first do checkup. Is it mild fluorosis? Is it moderate or severe fluorosis? So if it's severe, we do something we call masking. Yeah. Then as they get older, above 18 years, now you can come in for veneers and crowns. Yeah.
And also, finally, another question. They're asking, does smoking or alcohol affect oral health?
Yeah, smoking and tobacco use. You get problems with your gums. You also get cavities, discoloration, alafu meno zina katika. And also you are exposing yourself to oral cancers. Many oral cancers as a result of tobacco use and those things. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. And I do hope, our dear viewer, your questions have been answered appropriately, and I do hope we are now moving on the same pace. And we also have Mora Vero, who says pamoja. She's also following. Thank you so much, Mora Vero, and to all our viewers who are following, thank you so much. Now, Daktari, as we are about to wind up, what maybe final message would you like to give to our viewers for them to remember about keeping a healthy smile and for their general oral hygiene?
For me, I would say put a smile care routine that fits your life. Yeah. And also, you should observe your good oral hygiene. Yeah. Even if your teeth feel good and they look good, it's a must. You come for checkups and for cleaning. Another thing which I may say, show up for your appointments. Many people don't come because we are busy and I don't have a toothache, so there's no need for me to come to the dental clinic. Many people come to the dental clinic when, hey, daktari njindo inauma sijalala. So guys, show up for your appointments.
Oh, thank you so much. And also, you could also mention to our viewers if they'd like to, make an appointment to St. Mary's Mission Hospital. How can they access?
There is you can go to the hospital website. You'll see the hospital number. You can call, then they will get through to dental clinic.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much for that. And our dear viewer, that is all we had for you here on the Health Corner Show. And of course, we had Rose Kenya, who is a community oral health officer from St. Mary's Mission Hospital. And I believe she has had a very impactful message when it comes to our dental health. And she has shared a lot. And I do believe that we have managed to grasp at least one or two things. And mine is just to emphasize on what she has said. At least try and brush your teeth twice a day. Mouthwash, as she has said, 3 times a week. Also, floss your teeth the same way you brush your teeth. Also, make sure you use the dental floss. And again, go for those checkups. Those appointments, they are very important. At least every 6 months, right, Dr. Yeah, at least every 6 months. And if you do that, we will all have wonderful, beautiful smiles out here. And also, if you have a beautiful smile, it also helps with your confidence, right? So make sure we do all these things that Rose has mentioned to us. And I do believe our dental health will really, really improve. And that is all we had today here on the Health Corner Show. I have been your host, Susan Bulemi, of course, sitting in for Maureen Kimani. Until next time, stay safe, be blessed, and remember to always keep it Capuchin TV.
Enjoy this conversation with me, Maureen Kimani, every Friday from 9 a.m. on our Health Corner show here at Capuchin TV. Your health is your wealth. A legacy of faith, a life devoted to God, a shepherd whose witness continues to inspire generations. The Metropolitan Archbishop of Nairobi, Most Reverend Philip Subira Anyolo, cordially invites you to a special dinner in support of the beatification process of the servant of God, Maurice Michael Cardinal Otunga. Join the church in honoring a man remembered for his humility, courage, and unwavering faith. This special dinner will be held on Friday, the 29th of May 2026 at the Consolata Shrine Alamano Center in Westlands, Nairobi, beginning at 6:30 p.m. East African Time. Your presence and support will help advance the cause towards the beatification of this beloved servant of God. Donations can be made through Paybill, NCBA Bank, business number 488700, account name COB followed by your name, or through CARITAS Microfinance Bank, business number 8998990, account number 119119. Check payments can be made to Cardinal Otunga's Beatification Office, account number 1891220067, to NCBA Bank, or to the Causes of Saints Cardinal Otunga Process, account number 100-208-600119 to CARITAS Microfinance Bank. Come and be part of this noble mission through prayer, fellowship, and generous support. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel. My work will live as long as there is a willingness to continue it, and you will be this willingness.
Our founder, who is Monseigneur de Marion Breziac, a French citizen, born on 2nd December 1813. After joining the foreign mission of Paris, he was sent to India, where he first was at the charge of seminary, of the minor seminary. Then from there he was appointed as vicar, bishop of the vicariate of Coimbatore. But faced with the challenge of the caste system, he submitted his resignation to the propaganda fide, who was first of all reluctant, but after insisting, he went to meet the Pope Pius IX at that time, and the Pope accepted. During the period of his resignation, he went to Versailles at the Capuchin community, where he stayed for a while, and it is from that community where he received the thought of founding an apostolic mission to go to Africa. That is where the birth of the Society of African Missions starts.
The Society of African Missions, SMA, joyfully invites you to witness the diaconate ordination of 8 devoted seminarians as they take a profound step towards priesthood.
And the candidate, we have Prakash Jayabaraj from India. We have Mudringa Sunil from the province of India. We have Kobe Michael from the province of Ghana. We have Wonsu Samuel from the province of Nigeria. We have Béranger Augustin from the province of Togo. We have Dinesh Pudimai from the province of India. We have Pierre Elavayon from the province of Togo. And we have Francis Jove Yangarakpio from the district of Central African Republic. The Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Through prayer, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment, these servants of God now prepare to dedicate their lives fully to Christ and His Church. The diaconate ordination will be presided over by the Right Reverend Peter Kimani Ndungu, Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Embu. Join us on Saturday, the 16th of May 2026 from 10 a.m. East African Time at St. Monica's Parish, Kitengela. And if you cannot attend in person, Capuchin TV will be on. Be part of this sacred celebration as the Church welcomes new servants at the altar of Christ. A calling answered, a journey of faith embraced, a sacred yes to God's mission.
Our charism is to bring the gospel to the most abandoned. We are a society of apostolic life, living the life of the apostle.
Serving the most abandoned. In Africa, with Africa, and from Africa.
watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity